Acces Vr is part of the New York State Education Department. It stands for Adult Career and Continuing Educational Services, with the emphasis on vocational rehabilitation. Acces Vr services are available to people with disabilities. It is a program whose specific purpose is to assist our consumers in obtaining and maintaining themselves at work. The focus of Acces Vr is mainly on finding the right job that each of our consumers can succeed in. Services include vocational assessment, skill building, training, and continuing education that leads to employment. A person can receive funding for career assessment, career counseling, job coaching, training, and school. There are many youth employment service options, such as internship development, that have recently become available. Acces Vr is not an entitlement program. Eligibility must be determined. An early application is a must to see if a person meets the criteria for the program. You are encouraged to apply 2 years before you graduate from high school or exit the public school system. A student can meet with their transition counselor in the Mount Vernon City School District at the beginning of their junior year to begin the process. We welcome your application and we hope to help you toward a career future. Thank you.
Welcome. My name is Nina Capitelli, and I am the Transition Counselor with the Mount Vernon City School District. My job entails working with students to assist in planning for what they will do after leaving high school. As part of my job, I work to register students with individual education plans, IEPs, for an Acces Vr services. Acces Vr is a wonderful program that we want to share with the Mount Vernon community. Today we would like to share a great Mount Vernon City School District and Acces Vr story. I'd like to introduce a 2015 Mount Vernon City School District graduate, Josiah Sanders, who is now a freshman at Johnson & Wales in Rhode Island, and his lovely mom, Ms. Sarita Collins. So Josiah, we're so happy to have you here. Tell us how it's going at Johnson & Wales in Rhode Island, please.
Johnson Wales is an amazing school, first off. Johnson Wales is Johnson Wales is one of the best schools that I've looked at throughout my whole process. Johnson Wales has been, really helping me with my school classes, with tutoring, and with also, helping me to get ready to start classes. And they have been a really great support system for me, as much as Acces Vr has been an awesome support system for me. So I really appreciate everything that you guys have done for me.
Great. Tell us how you found out about Acces Vr.
I found out Acces Vr because of when I was in high school. I found out from Ms. Sheila Ferrante. She was my guidance counselor, and also my mom mentioned it to me, and I was like, yeah, that sounds like a really good idea. We looked at it, we researched it, and it seemed like it was a really good fit for me to do it. So it was just an awesome look at and to get everything started.
Okay. And Ms. Collins, what was the registration process like?
It was easy. His counselor, Ms. Ferrante, she sent home a application. I believe it was like 2 pages, very simple, straightforward questions. Filled it out, sent it in, and I received notification within maybe 30 days. Mm-hmm. So we had our initial meeting with them, which is like your orientation. You begin to talk about what goals you have. It was a lot easier for us, I believe, because we knew where he wanted to go. We already had his acceptance letter. And so you begin to talk to them. They see where you are, what you want to do after high school, and then they just start the process. So it was really a good process. It wasn't hard at all. Extremely easy. On a scale of 1 to 10, it was maybe like a 2 for us because it was just that easy.
Okay, great. Yeah. Okay. And as far as your benefits, once you registered for the program and then were approved for the program, what can you tell us about the many benefits that Acces is giving you? And you can both speak to that.
Okay. I'll go. They help towards money towards his tuition, money towards his room because he's an out-of-state student. Mm-hmm. They helped with books, which was great, and the money was at the school when it was time for him to get his books. The voucher was already there, so and it actually covered all of his books, which was great. They also helped with fees, and then as we began to go more into the process, and I was worried about what he would need to help support him as a student with disabilities, they send him for an evaluation called a technical assistance evaluation. And that just really helps to figure out what services you would need or what technology you would need once you get in college. And so it goes through the whole thing, like, what do you need to help you to type better, there's one software that they use to help him to speak directly into his computer, and it types it up. They helped him purchase the computer and the printer and the scanner to make sure that he would, whatever every other student had access to, he has access to it in his room. So that was just a tremendous help and a tremendous blessing, because I don't know if I could have afforded it, along with trying to make sure that we got him into college. So they did an excellent job.
Yeah. Assistive technology was a really a big part of my walk with being in Johnson & Wales. It really helped me when I went to class, so I was able to bring my tablet with me to class, and also I could be able to bring my, it's like a big microphone that I can record all my lectures, and that was just a biggie for me, because it was like, it's easier for me to, like, a lot's going on in classrooms, so it's easier for me to just take it out of, when I'm finished class, go home, go to my dorm room, and just re-listen to the lecture, which really helps me, and I can always repeat it and repeat it over, something that I didn't catch, but I can also look at my textbooks and help that they will, to figure it out how I can get it right. So I really appreciate that with Acces Vr and assistive technology, that they really have, stepped up and really helped me, like a biggie, really big.
That's great. What is, as if you look at, everything that you've, done in the process, what do you feel Acces Vr, how have they made the biggest difference for you, for your college success?
Acces Vr has made a tremendous big, really made a big, tremendous, broad statement for me. And I really, like I said before, I really appreciate Acces Vr, like nothing else. I really appreciate them, because they really have helped me to cope with people in school. They have helped me. Like, good thing about Acces Vr is that they can help you with your getting your driver's license and other different things. They can help you with tutoring. Even if your school doesn't have certain things for tutoring, they can help you to find somebody find you a tutor to help you. So that's just, really, just an amazing piece that they can just, have so many services that they can help you with that I never thought in a life that I would be able to get. And also, a lot of people used to tell me that I wouldn't be able to make it into college. But with the help of assistive technology and Acces Vr, they have made that possible, which I'm 100% grateful. And I'll be finishing my first year in college, so I'm really happy.
That's great. And Mom?
I think it's one of those things where you're nervous as a parent whether this service is going to work, or is this really, true. When I researched it, I was kind of skeptical at first, because I'm like, I heard about it, but I just wasn't sure how they would be able to help my son. But we trusted the process. Josiah's vocational rehab counselor was amazing. Her name was Jessica, and she really walked us through the process. It was really easy. And so I've been telling parents, make sure that you do what you need to do to help your child to be successful. And even if it doesn't seem like it's real, try it out and see what happens. And so they help, financially, they really did help in ways that we could not have done that. Of course, we did, the FAFSA and scholarships, but they really helped in other ways, and being able to have the technology, being able to have the books being paid for, that was, was really helpful. So I would just tell parents, make sure you do your research, make sure you get involved. Don't wait till the last minute, because there is a process. If you go to them late, it takes them time to process your information, to get the payments to your school. And so that becomes, some people get frustrated with the process, but if you take care of your business early, you'll be able to smooth through the process. By May, we had all his paperwork done. All we had to do was wait till he got there, and then once that happened, the rest of it just went smoothly. So just make sure you do what you have to do. Talk to your school counselor. Make sure you have those meetings. Make sure you speak up, and teach your child how to advocate for themselves. So when they're away from you as a parent, you worry whether your child who has a disability is going to be able to be successful and to blend in with everyone else. And Acces has helped that process. Josiah can call his rehab counselor whenever there's an issue. Like he said, if tutoring at his school doesn't help for what he needs, Acces will actually pick up and provide additional tutoring to make sure that you're successful. So it's a win-win for you. As a parent, it's definitely a win-win for the child. So I would encourage everyone whose child has a disability to register for Acces and see how they can help your child.
Well, thank you both so much for
welcome.
joining us
Thank you.
today. And thank you, Josiah. We wish you all the best. We encourage all juniors and seniors with IEPs to see their school counselor, or you can get an Acces Vr application directly from me right here at Mount Vernon High School. And please, complete those forms and follow up with your Acces Vr representative interviews and intakes to find out more if you qualify for this incredible service.